Hey, what up YouTube? Karada here. Welcome to Cheesy Games, where we are the cheesiest. Alright, so Torbjorn's rework just came out, and we are gonna go over some of the stuff that changed. From what I looked up, so Torbjorn's projectile speed increased from 60 to 70, so it's a lot faster now. Which, that's pretty good. I like that. Can actually, I don't have to arc as much as I used to. His reload's a lot faster as well, so that's pretty cool. Oh, his alternate fire is way faster. It matches the speed of his primary fire. I like that, I like that, I like that. I really like the reload. Let's see how his turret works. Ooh, so you can toss his turret out. Looks like it's level 2. You could still repair your turret. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. Yeah, repair it. It looks like, I don't know why I didn't do that. Oops, wrong button. Alright, so once his turret is out, it looks like you cannot build another turret until you destroy it with the interact key. There's like an 8-second cooldown. Let's check the spread. So they reduced the damage of his alternate fire from 150 to 125. With increased speed of attacking, I think that's that's a good change there. I accept that. Alright, so it looks like there's a 5-second cooldown after you place this turret before you can place another turret. And it looks like whatever time you have left over on that gets added to the 8-second turret. Okay. So let's build this over there. If I destroy the turret right now, it's 5 seconds. Okay, hang on, that's a little weird. If I build a turret here. I have big plans for you. That was 10 seconds. So is it a 10 second? I thought it was 8 seconds. Let's check that out again. I really do like the level 2 auto build. So there's no other levels to the turret now, it's only 1 or 2. The attack should still be the same as a level 2 turret on prior Torbjorn. But it looks like they reduced the health of the turret from 300 to 250. So I guess that's to compensate for the building the turret. Okay, so now the cooldown is 5 seconds. That's a little weird. I'm still confused on how his turret cooldown works.
Just look at you.
So his turret is built right now, and if I destroy it, it's 10 seconds. So I guess the longer you have it out, the shorter your cooldown is. But while it's active, you cannot build another turret.
I have big plans for you.
And that's pretty good. I do like how it comes out right away. So they got rid of armor packs and they replaced it with, I guess, Torbjorn's Molten Core, which gives him 150 armor on the spot. It looks like they increased the speed by 30% for his primary and alternate fire. And I think it was a movement speed too. Let's take a look at that. So this is how fast I'm running right now. And let's activate that. And this is how fast I'm running with the 5-second overpower, I think is the name of it. Alright, that's pretty good. So it's on a 12-second cooldown. That's pretty cool. I think that's a viable change there. But it lasts for 5 seconds. Okay. Let me see that. Now let's take a look at his ult. So his ult, I think, was... I can't pull up the info on here. I'll check the name out. But his ult, from what I saw, he basically spews out lava or magma. So you have 6 seconds to shoot out 10 shots of that magma. And it does 190 damage to armored, to units that have armor, and 130 damage to regular health targets. So he's pretty much a tank destroyer right now, from what I can see. I do love the increased projectile speed, if I could aim. And I do like how they made that a second ability. I just don't know if it'd be too overpowered, but I guess we won't know until... what do you call it? Until we test that in-game, and if I could aim. Okay, still do my alternate primary fire combo. Okay, so let's take a look at his ult. So you can spread out the shots, and it basically does damage to them as they walk over it. I'm not sure if you can jump over it to reduce the amount of damage you take, but that's a really good area control. Yeah. Dash fire. And then let's take a look at this. Let me finish this with it. Let me see what. WPA. Okay. So that looks pretty good. I like that. Let's see how long it actually lasts with. One, two, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it looks like it lasts about 10 to 12 seconds. I might have been counting a little fast there. That's a pretty decent area control. A lot can happen in 12 seconds. Wow, I can't aim right now. I think my I forgot that's CPR, so all my settings are higher than what I need to. Let me adjust my settings real quick. Bring this down to 7. I think. I know I'm just a little bit off. And I gotta get used to the new projectile speed. I really like that. I can actually aim. Let's start. Okay, so let's see if I can do combos with his ult and his overcore. No, it looks like it's either one or the other, but you could probably activate overcore right after you spew all that magma out. Well, I think I got an invite from my friend, so let's check a look. Okay. So let's. Oh, I got invitations.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Did I not get?
One after another.
Alright, let's do this. Add him. Let's see if that works. So let's get into a game and see how this how the Torbjorn rework actually goes is viable. So let me make sure I'm actually take that off and actually get into the group. Make sure. Test, test, test. There we go. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Okay, there I am. Hey, what up,
There you
Sniper?
are. Nothing much.
Alright, so I'm on YouTube right now trying to show off the stuff with Torbjorn. So it looks like they changed quite a few things. So from what I've seen, his turret has either I think a base of 8 seconds of cooldown, but depending on whether you destroy it off of the, because they're okay, when you place it out, you have 5 seconds before you can place another turret or destroy the turret,
Mm-hmm.
and then whatever time is left on that timer gets added to the original 8 seconds. But I think if it's out there for 4 or 5 seconds, the cooldown gets reduced to 5 seconds, which I think.
Well,
Hmm?
is that in the patch notes, or is that because, or is that just something that you've been noticing?
That's just something I've been noticing. And I think they did mention something on the patch notes. I'm gonna have to read it to make sure.
Yeah,
But
they
that,
did, because from what I was understanding is if it's done any damage, um, if you had a turret out and it did any damage and it gets destroyed, you can't place a new turret for I think 3 seconds after that.
okay, that might be what it is. I think the 3 seconds get added to, because I was in the training room and it was attacking the thing, so
Hmm.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
because I know that's one of the things because they didn't want you spamming it pretty much. They didn't want it blowing up and then like you know, it was off cooldown, so you could just throw another one right away. They didn't want that. They wanted so that if it's destroyed, there's still some in between. You know, assuming it was in combat or anything of that nature. So
Okay, okay. All right,
yeah.
that sounds good.
Hmm.
Well, it looks like they did get rid of the armor packs. It's called Overload right now, and they kept the name for his ultimate Molten Core. So I think that's a good. I think I don't have to call it a different thing. I was gonna call it Lava Spew or something like that.
Lava spew.
But okay, let's get into a game and see how this works. So I think I'm gonna have to actually change some of my layouts now, because before I used to use my turret as a shield, but now that I can't play it as much, um, I
I
might have
mean,
to use that alternate. Well, yeah,
yeah,
or,
because like your little mini molten core now, like I mean, you get armor for that. I mean, it's not, it doesn't
yeah,
last a long time, but that should be enough to save you from something.
yeah, because I used to use armor packs basically to sustain me, but
Hmm.
now with one press of a button, I can shoot faster and have 150 health instantly. So I think that's a decent change right there.
Have you been able to actually find matches? Because I know I was seeing something about like the PTR has been acting up a little.
I don't know. I didn't say anything about it. I just literally logged on and went to the training mode.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah. So what
Yeah.
are your thoughts of the new Tobran rework? Sniper?
Oh, what do I think about it?
Yeah. Like.
I mean, I literally just got done into the training room a little, just kind of messing with it. Um, I don't know. I mean, it definitely seems like he's gonna be a lot more viable just because his turret skips that whole extra phase. I'm a little questioning on his ult because I know I mentioned this to you earlier. I feel like a lot of characters have high mobility ability. They can get around it. Like there's you have Diva that can just easily fly over it. Even Doomfist would just be able to pop up and just move away from the spots. And it doesn't seem like they really linger all that much. I would kind of have liked to see them like stay around just a little bit longer, maybe like a second. Um,
From what I was
and because
counting, I think that's like 10, 12 seconds.
hmm but
Yeah. I think it really just depends on how you
Traveling
use
to
it,
Skya
because I think it's
Industries.
mainly there, because they have to be on the point in order to contest the point. So if you use it for
I mean, a Pharah could hover over it just enough, you know.
yeah, but fair I think has to have a certain height. But let's see if we can actually like jump over the stuff to see if that actually does damage to us, you know. Because that's something I want to test too. Because if you can like bunny hop through it, I think that will like hurt his ult. Oh, that guy says, why don't they just put no limits? I think, yeah, I'm gonna reply and say they have that in arcade mode. Oh, well, we left that match, so I can't say that now. Or I could always message him. Let me do that.
Nah, you ain't gotta do all that now. You ain't gotta do all that now.
Too late.
Look at Ryu being toxic.
That's not being toxic. I'm informing.
Oh, okay.
He might not know, you know. You know, just letting him know. I do like though that they increased the speed of his rivet gun and the projectile speed. I know that was something I brought up to you a while back, cause like some of the things that I thought was gonna he needs improving on was like his turret, or not turret, his rivet gun speed and his reload time, because that kind of hurt his like accuracy. And his basically damage output.
And I did notice that a little bit in the training area, like the few minutes I was able to actually see with him, it didn't seem like I don't know if they actually affected his bullet drop or anything, but it definitely seemed like it was a lot more accurate just because of the speed of the projectile.
Well, his bullet drop will be affected because of the speed. Because since Torbjorn, from what I noticed, had like the slowest projectile in the game, he had to arc a lot more with him than you did like with a Hanzo. So now that his projectile speed's like 70, you don't have to arc as much. So I'm still trying to get used to that. But like the arcing at longer ranges, I think is where you're gonna notice more of a difference.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, but they did increase his alt fire to match his primary fire, so they should fire at the same speed. Because before, his alternate fire actually fired a little bit slower than his alternate. I mean, his primary fire. Yeah. Yeah, his alternate was slower than his primary.
And that's going to be a huge boost to his DPS, because I've seen how much damage you can do with that.
How much damage? Say what?
I said I remember how much damage you used to be able to do with your alternate fire, and if they're increasing the speed of that, that's just going to increase your DPS a lot.
Yeah.
So, I know they decreased the damage on it a little, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
You don't think it's enough of a decrease?
Well, to counterbalance it, because they did say it does do more damage overall. Well, I think that's going to be a little dangerous.
You think it's too much? That he,
a little bit, because I think at that point you're going to be melting people really quickly. I could see them maybe decreasing your damage just a little on that alternate fire.
So you think they should reduce it more? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think that's going to happen. I mean, I think we still need to see to really see it, but I just have a feeling that that's going to happen. Because they're gonna see how quickly that really melts, and like I said, I kind of feel like it's gonna be a little powerful.
Yeah, I think well, they did reduce it from a little bit, but I think it okay. I forgot my buttons. I was like, no, that's not it. That's not it. So you think like what, 100 might be a good distance for that? Because I mean, if they reduce it too much, then what's the point of his alternate fire? Hello? Sniper, can you hear me?
I'm just quiet.
Enemy turret neutralized.
Taking the objective.
I see you over there.
So you think they should reduce his damage to like what do you think would be a good
I'd have to just wait and see, just 'cause, like I said, I know how much damage that alternate fire can do, and I'm just worried that it's just gonna be a little too much, especially when he goes to the multi-floor.
yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta think like Reaper's alternate fire was is 140, and I think Roadhog is 150, but you have to be a lot closer with Roadhog.
Cease your resistance.
So I'm gonna take a look and see if I actually get damaged by this. Is that ours or is that theirs?
I think that was theirs.
Okay, that one's theirs. Okay, yeah, so it looks like even if you jump over it, you still get damaged. So I think there might be a height limit to that. Nice. Let me adjust the sounds real quick, 'cause I don't think I could hear you properly.
Yeah, I know I have to turn down the volume on my end too.
Okay. See, there's one thing I don't know. One thing I don't like about when people play Torbjorn is that they just use his alternate fire when they're close. But I think if they were to alternate it like I do, you could get a lot more output damage from there.
I mean, you can't expect people to be, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
level with them.
yeah. Well, in the heat of battle, I think when I get the what do you call it? When I get another guide out, I'm gonna mention that. Just because I feel like people are losing out on a lot of possible DPS that they could do, or sustain DPS. Because I think Torbjorn is all about sustaining with his DPS. I mean, look at it. He has now he has his fire damage that I've been requesting. That molten lava. His turret does damage. So his whole kit's about DOT, you know. And I think if the more you can sustain that DOT, the more the better it is for to play the character.
I could definitely see that.
So so what's your thoughts of him being a tank buster? Because that's what some YouTubers now are saying, that he's a decent tank
I
buster.
definitely see that. Like he definitely punishes people for having shield. And that's typically gonna be your big tanks, your Reinhardt, your Winston. I think Orisa even has shield.
Yeah, I think half her health is shield.
Yeah. So I mean, without a doubt, I can see that's definitely where they're trying to push with them.
So I don't know if you tried jumping over the lava, but I tried jumping, you know, bunny hopping on that lava. But I think,
Honestly, I
um,
just avoided it.
well, I was just testing it. But I
Mhm.
think even if you tried like jumping through it, you'll still take that damage because I think it'll stay with you um, for a certain amount of time, and then it, you know, doesn't do damage. The one thing I think I'm gonna miss is the armor packs, just because of like supporting your team with him was like I thought was pretty
I mean,
good
but
part of his team or part of his
I don't
kit,
know. I feel
but
like sometimes it's better just to have a character one way or the other. Like if you try and make them do too much, they're just gonna get. I don't know. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, no, it makes sense. But let's see with well, I think for me, Torbjorn when I played him, he was like an all-around character. He was support, kind of a tank, and kind of DPS. But I think that's where
That's the thing. You really
people
can't have a character like that though. Like that kind of undermines everybody else, because then that just makes it a must pick.
yeah, but I mean at that point he wasn't a must pick. That's what I'm trying to say. His kit was too spread out, where it put him out of the fight too much. I think it was mainly his turret that put him out of the fight, because a lot of people focus more on the turret and not Torbjorn the character, if that makes sense.
Thank you. What's that Arissa doing just standing there?
That's kind of what Dursa does.
Oh, I feel like they were just taking shots.
There's a
the face.
Brigitte in this room over here.
Yeah, I discorded her for a little bit.
Oh crap! I got stuck. I got stuck. I'm gonna go get healed. Well, I mean, I think Torbjorn still has that. He's still like a hybrid character, because I think he's part tank, part DPS now. What do you think?
I don't know if I call him a tank necessarily, but
Well, he has sustain, and that's anything that has sustain is pretty much a tank in my eyes. Because at any time he could pop the 150 to basically negate like a soldier rocket, you know, just any high burst damage like Reinhardt fire strike and stuff like that. But after this, let's see if we get into a oh, I messed up. I got stuck somehow. And I still escaped. That makes sense. Up. Head trap. I broke my hook. I broke it. Oh, I'm gonna die. Hey, Brigida's over here. Oh, pull back. Oh.
it's alright, you guys got that.
Oh, not anymore.
Oh, god damn it. tried. I'm gonna switch.
Objective.
Okay, that's fine.
Zenyatta's not enough healing.
New defense point. Objective.
Yeah, I mean, we're just seeing how Torbjorn's effective is right now. I think people are gonna have to
None of
learn.
us are playing him.
Yeah, no. Well, I meant like playing against them.
To be fair, our team comp was kind of garbage, and they still couldn't break us.
Yeah. So I think Torbjorn's still gonna be one of those characters where you kind of still gotta know how to turret placement and how to use his ult. Because his ult right now, I think, might be something that's holding him back. If he could like use it to shoot them directly, I think it'd be good. As far as I saw right now, it only does damage when it's on the floor. For like the little bit of testing I did do. You know, I forgot it. I haven't activated any of my shields with this guy.
Terrible.
I think I'm also a little lagging because of my I'm streaming at the same time. So
Oh,
like,
where'd this Genji go?
oh, he's on the right. He's still on the right.
I just...
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Where is the enemy turret?
I don't really think they're pushing all that much.
I think this Torbjorn's gonna have the same problem as past Torbjorns. I think people are gonna be focusing on his turret again.
They could.
So I think they gotta get used to not depending on the turret. So I think that's what was the main problem with Torbjorn before, is people focus more on the turret and not the character.
I could see that.
Oops. Oh, I messed that up. I thought I was on that ledge, but I'm all thrown off.
Play of the game.
Is it me, or is this guy's like movements like kind of glitchy?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. I just thought of it. I didn't know if I was being that glitchy or if he was being glitchy. Like frame drops. There you go. You can get a vote.
Ooh.
Alright, I want to see if I can get... I gotta be quick. I gotta remember where Torbjorn's position is. And let's see if I can get in get a good choose on him for this next game. Alright, I gotta be quick. Ah, damn it, I wasn't quick enough. I heard that guy clicked right away. Alright, let's see. I think if we don't get a match on the next one, I'm going to put us into the all Torbjorn match.
All the Torbjorn all the time.
Another guy asked why didn't they put no limits? Do they? That makes me wonder, did they get rid of arcade mode now?
Is arcade mode even available in this? I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's always been available from what I know. Yeah, last time I was on PTR, they had a no limits. Yes, I think so. Maybe I'm mistaken. No, because I remember when Hammond came out, we had like 6 Hammond on the field.
That's
and
true.
I'm pretty sure that was in the arcade. But let's take a look. Maybe I'm super wrong. I could be super wrong. Well, let's see. Oh, there's a turret there. Is it me, or is this turret look a little different too? I feel like his turret looks a little bit different.
Oh, how's nobody destroyed that thing yet?
I got moved, I think. Ah, damn it, I missed that. I messed that up so bad.
I take it on.
I didn't know where the turret was. Okay, there it was. Looks like. We don't have a tank. Oh, we have Roadhog. I am lagging super bad.
Flatter beauty.
Oh crap. I didn't even see that guy. Just chilling on the payload.
It'll take more than that to stop me. Meteor strike. Enemy turret ahead.
Oh,
I
that
think
Pharah is so weak.
I think Turbo could be a more of a viable counter to Pharah now. Now that his turret can get to basically level 2 quickly. How that may not die? That was right into the.
Why is the payload stopped?
Oh crap! I missed the health pack. Did miss the health pack.
Spot the turret.
Oh no! I didn't have my slam. I used it to and space my abilities.
I'm not even
So do you
close
think
to
the turret is more of a nuisance now that he can move it in certain directions, or you think it's still about the same?
It's definitely more of a hassle. But I mean, that's good because it gives it more utility.
I didn't. No chance.
It was, I wouldn't say useless, but after its first deployment, if they destroyed it, it was practically useless after that. 'Cause I know even you had a hard time like rearranging it sometimes. Like there'd be times where if the enemy team destroyed it the first time,
I've been knocked down.
after that it was almost near impossible for you to like to utilize it again.
Yeah, I mainly used it as a shield or extra damage at that point.
Meteor strike.
You're the only one there, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm still alive though.
Rising uppercut.
I'm so sorry, Pinata.
Oh no, what's this about?
That's better.
I think definitely with that, if you don't have a shield though, his turret can get somewhat annoying.
Okay, this isn't working. We need a shield.
We're winning fights now, I think.
That's better.
How come Reinhardt's not available?
Is he not available? I didn't even notice that.
Oh, he's not available right now.
Really? Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, I need to get some help.
That's
60 seconds remaining.
moving the payload.
And someone left our team. Great.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like a cat walking around hot glory.
I should have switched over to Zarya a while ago.
Enemy turret down. I'm on the payload and moving out. Time's running out.
Meteor strike.
Oh, I was frozen there. Oh,
Yeah, that's my bad. I should have switched.
no,
Nobody else was doing it.
I mean, I could have switched, but I was fine. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna back us out. And then I wanna see. Yes. So okay. They have mystery heroes. That's weird. Well, let's see for what Tor versus AI. No limits. Let's join a no limits game with Tor.
Welcome to Oasis.
Oh, I forgot to check if this room was open. Well, it looks like it's open.
I'm the only one in here. Oh, you're on the other team.
That works. Trader. I do like how his turret doesn't get destroyed after you place it though.
Yeah, I know that was one thing we used to complain about quite a bit.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Just waiting and waiting and waiting.
Build them up, break them
You know, I could take a look at fixing up your suit.
Thanks, I like it the way it is.
Oh, you know what I should have popped? I forgot, I have that thing now. I gotta get used to having that overload. I think him versus a Reaper now would actually be a very viable
Versus what?
versus Reaper. I think Torbjorn would actually be very strong on that fight. Cause he can pop that 150. And since it's 150 in shields, that's actually a really it's really strong, I think. Oh crap.
ready to work. Enemy turret down. You can't stand that heat. Stay out. I feel great. Enemy turret ahead.
Forgot I gotta destroy the turret now.
Enemy turret ahead. Enemy turret down.
Oopsie.
Taking the objective. Just look at you. Let's get this done. They've come back. Enemy turret ahead.
Yeah. Wow, I got destroyed there.
Attack the objective.
I think I might actually change that alt. No, Molten, or not Molten. The overload to my button that I usually use for a shield. Oh. We are getting destroyed. Alright, let me see if I switch those buttons.
Turret detected. Heading up on the
Time
objective.
to roll up my sleeves.
What would it be on her? I don't remember.
Best round lost.
Did you play? No, you played Zarya. That's what you played.
Yep. I'm no Torb main, I know that.
Yeah, but you gotta play the character
Hey,
to know the
Torbjorn,
character.
check out my new suit. Mark 6.
I gotta get used to that overload.
Well, yes, it's
So I keep thinking it's gonna be an armor pack. And I'm like, oh, I don't have armor.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round.
I think after this match, I'm gonna call it for this video. And then, if you guys have any questions or anything you want me to test out with Torb, or what you think of the new Torbjorn rework, comment below. And if you like the video, throw a follow, like, follow, sub, subscribe, whatever. Can't think right now. Brain not working.
The objective is
I gotta get used to destroying the turret too. That's another thing.
I jumped off the map.
What, my turret's still alive?
Enemy turret down.
hard on that.
Looks like I was just blinded.
Hold on. What?
There's work
Enemy
to be
turret
done.
destroyed. Understood.
I feel great. Enemy turret down. Much better.
Enemy turret ahead.
Turret deployed.
Oh, I forgot what his ult was. I tried to use molten core, the normal molten core, and I'm like, wait, that's not the molten core that I know.
Work to be done.
Enemy turret under there.
So proud. Meteor strike. My turret.
One thing I think people are gonna have to get used to is oh, he molten cored more. That looks so weird with his hand.
Back in the fight.
Oh, we're losing it.
Looks like I was just blinded.
Show them what you can do. I'm at the objective.
Enemy turret destroyed.
I feel like your team's more coordinated.
defeat.
A
Well,
little bit.
there's a few things I need to learn about how to on Torbjorn and break the habit on. But other than that, I think it's pretty good change for the most part. I still gotta get used to the other things. But if guys can let me know in the comments what you think of the new Torbjorn, that'd be great. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.